Hi, my plant people. Welcome to Rooted in Style. For those who don't know me, my name is Melanie. I've been meaning to repot my Hoya Curtisii for about 2 years now. So in this video, we'll just be repotting my Curtisii from Fluval into regular potting soil. What I'm using in today's video, besides the two plants, obviously, are going to be a terracotta plot. I cannot say this word. The terracotta pot. You can get these at your local big box store or Walmart. I also have these inserts. They're little circle meshes that you use to put inside the pot so that you don't get any soil coming through. Might as well put that in now. And then I'll also be using some rooting powder. Some gloves. A scoop, but you can just use a spoon or your hands realistically. And some soil. I use Soul Soil Chunky Houseplant Mix. So let's get started. So I've got a little pot here just to get rid of the Fluval because it makes everything black. And Fluval is a substrate that they use in aquariums for the aquarium plants. I have found that since it is very high in nitrates, that it really helps promote root growth. In the fertilizer that you get, you may notice that there's nitrates, phosphorus, and potassium. And the nitrates are for the roots. Wow, look at this fantastic root system. That is great. Okay, so that is plant number one. I'll put him here, and you'll see what a mess this Fluval makes. I'll definitely have to do a good vacuum after this. Oh no, this one had been watered. Ugh. That makes it so much harder. I don't recommend this when your Fluval is wet. I recommend repotting when your Fluval is dry. Unfortunately, mine is not dry. So this will be a bit fun. If you're wondering why I'm not just keeping the plants in Fluval, the problem is that while it's a great substrate to grow the roots, over time it gets incredibly compact and it almost forms a dirt, and because of that there's not as much kind of airspace for the roots, and they eventually choke, and then you get root rot and your plant is done. So let's see if you can see that in here. See at the bottom there's all that dust? That is where the Fluval started breaking down on itself. And so let me pull this up here so you can see what I'm doing. When I do this, I don't really pull it off or anything. I just kind of tap it and the Fluval comes off. And again, here we see this fantastic root system. Oh, look at this one. This one came off. And I don't care if there's still Fluval around the roots when I pot it into the mix, because I feel like at that point, if it's there, then it just adds as a little bit of extra fertilizer. I'm going to quickly wash my hands. I will be right back. All right, now I'm back from washing my hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of the potting soil into this. Do you guys propagate your Hoyas? I'm curious what you guys use. I've heard a lot about this sphagnum moss. I've tried it once, but the problem was I couldn't really separate the roots from it. And then I feel like that encouraged the roots to maintain too much moisture and give root rot. So for that reason, I'm not the biggest fan. I know a lot of people have been talking about tree fern. And there's a seller who I bought some plants from on Palm Street who actually sent me some of her plant fern soil mix. So I've yet to try that. Let's see how much soil I need in here. Oh, that's probably pretty good. Yeah, this is gonna look so nice. And as you see, these little black fluvals, they go all over the place. They're a pain in the butt when it comes to this. Oh, I forgot that rooting powder again. All right, well, I guess it is what it is. One of these days, I will remember to use this rooting powder. I have done 3 repots already and no rooting powder. So when I water it, I'll just use some mix that has some extra nitrates for rooting. Let's see, are you able to see this well? So I throw in my chunky mix. So recently I went on a trip to Kansas City. I don't know if you guys have ever been, but I really enjoyed the trip. We stopped in Kansas City for a while before going to Bentonville. So technically I guess our trip was to Bentonville. But I've been to Bentonville before and I've only briefly been to Kansas City. I do really like it. In Kansas City, they've got a few good nurseries, and there's this little animal farm that you can go to. I forget the name. It's down south, kind of the Overland Park area. Maybe Rosie's farmhouse, something like that. But I went a while ago to that farmhouse. This time the weather was not very nice, so I didn't get to go, but they have, you know, all your typical farm animals and everything. It's just really cute. All right, so let's pat this down. Hopefully there aren't any major air pockets, because while we want the soil to have air, we don't really want big air pockets, because the air pockets will dry out the roots. Some of these guys have some good aerial roots, so maybe that will, if I put it lower, it will grow some extra connections with the soil. All right, let's this area here needs a little bit more. So the other thing that I'll do is I'll show you how I water it. So right now, this is what it looks like. And yes, I do have some dirt up top, so it doesn't look quite as vibrant as it did when I showed it to you before. Let me get a catch pot so I can show you exactly how I water this plant. All right, so now I've got my cash pot. I think you can see on the other camera a little bit better. All right, so now we've got the cash pot. I have this mixed with a little bit of rooting. And the water is starting to come in underneath, if you see that. But since this is in a terracotta pot, and I want to make sure that, and this is a really chunky mix, I want to make sure that everything is moist. The terracotta will wick up any extra moisture that the soil doesn't need. Let's pick this up so you can see a little bit better. So there's a good amount of water going through. I think that should be good. You will want to keep the soil moist for the next few weeks so that the roots can get more established. It is a Hoya, so you have to be careful not to overwater, but this is a hardy Hoya, so I will maintain some moisture in my soil with probably just a little bit of water each day. Just make the top a little bit wet. And here we have our finished product, the Hoya Curtisii repotted in a nice, beautiful terracotta pot. So thank you for making it to the end of this episode. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe to my channel. If you'd like, also click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new videos in the future. Bye.